Oh, these look like those ponds, you know, that we used to have. Oh, that looks like you could touch it. What's up, girl? Oh man, I thought I got the. Oh, he's behind me. Son of a crap. Okay. I did this before. Oh, I was hitting my trigger, bro. What do you mean it was Marsha? Girl, I don't think we have any bad weather. Hold on. Nope, not here. But I've seen some. There's some live YouTubers that have grown over the last couple years. That I saw their videos. I kind of jumped in there and watched for a few minutes. I just don't really like the way a couple of them talk. But they got millions of subscribers just over a few years now. There's lots of people watching them for the news. There's two of them, two live YouTubers that are weather guys now. They're young looking, blondish, and I caught like them talking about like tornadoes like crazy right now. Um, in the plains. So I was thinking. So Rachel said, I mean, her sirens were going off. Were you there listening to Marsha? I'm gonna do just two games, or I would say come out and play with me. But I'm probably trying to just be in and out. Let me see if there's a chest. Nope. I can't believe I died so fast that last game. That's just totally not. I wasn't not playing. I was hitting the trigger. I don't know what happened with that. And I was really excited to get that thing, that chest, that secret chest thing. I was kind of excited to get that. Oh, there's two of those. Can you carry two? Let's see. No, you can only carry one. I can heal myself right now up. I didn't really think I wanted to though. super shredder. Okay. Ooh. What's that? Dang. Okay. Yeah, but she was writing it. I was hoping someone else would help comment so that it wasn't like Dee Dee trying to tell her what to do. Like, you know, we've known each other a long time on there, you know? Dang, what am I supposed to do about this, bro? And a sword? Oh, heck no. Shoot. Oh, it only gives you 3. Dang. Well, you know I gotta carry that. This is like a sniper. Okay. Well. Alright, let's just go. So, when you're about to shoot somebody, though, these things... Oh, so just don't hit the, Okay, so that was my zoom button. You can't zoom like that over and over. So if you're right in front of the person, just shoot. Instead, what I like to do is zoom. He's right here on me right now. I'll bet he's in there. That was my boy too, bro. Nice. Dang! I didn't even lose anything. No shield or nothing. Heck yeah. Ooh, I can breathe now. Shoot! Shoot. Oh, what was that? It's that same gun I already had, bro. Thanks, MP. I need to change my building to brick, though. So right here, again, this is left trigger, watch. Left trigger, which is zoom in.
Just in time.
I don't really, I gotta pay attention, but you can't do it over and over. So now it needs to, reset. So don't do that when you're about to shoot someone. Just shoot. So I killed that guy back there in the black because I didn't zoom in on him. As soon as I zoom in, it's something it does something cool, but if I don't know how to use it yet, I shouldn't be trying to use it, you know? Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. See? Shoot. It's so used to hitting the zoom in, you know? And this knife, I don't know what it was trying to do for me or not do for me or whatever. I really loved the concert. Yeah, I loved it so much. I did have some realizations on stuff I won't say here, but um, some realizations about people, about relationships, about who your friends are, about life being so short, and that I should have gone to other concerts of people that I loved seeing and seeing. I miss ZZ Top so many times, and why care about that, right? Is who cares if you go to a concert? But some of this music really defined me as a person for a long time. Oh, she got me. She got me before I got her, man. Yeah, my friend, I'm so grateful for my friendship, but there's just the dynamics that I can't really speak about. Like, I can't be honest on here about it, but it's just like I'll always love him, but just as a friend, like I'll always love him as a friend. We've never had any relations. I'll play one more since the first one was so fast. Matter of fact, the second one was kind of fast too, but I just feel like there's something I can't really say out loud right here on my live, but it goes along the lines of I don't want a relationship with this person, so don't get me wrong. But if you stay in something, if you stay in a marriage that you don't love, you'll never allow anything else to come into your life. If you are miserable in your marriage, you should get out. Or I'm not one to stay where I'm miserable. So I don't understand when someone else does. And I'll never understand it. But what is miserable? So when someone complains about things being so miserable in a relationship they have, like a marriage, you either stop complaining and work on it, stop complaining and accept it, or complain all day long but leave. You know what I mean? Like, I would say you should leave. If you're so miserable, please leave. And they don't. People don't. And I'm like, to me, it just gets to me like, why is it so easy for you to hate where you're at but still stay? I just will not understand that part of it ever, you know? I couldn't stay. And I think a lot of people do, just for comfort, for easy, for the easy route. Like, so you don't face being alone. You don't have to ever face it. You don't have to let someone else down even though you're miserable. So you're miserable, but you don't want to let someone down because you don't want to be honest about how miserable you are. So you can turn around and tell your close friends how miserable you are, but you'll never do anything about it. So what does it matter? Like all the times I have vented to you guys, you know, about how miserable I was, it did come with someone else having an addiction, not just like someone else just the way they are as a human sucks. I'm not making excuses, but I left a lot. I left a lot, you know. And in the end, I left for good. And I may have waited around a very long time, you know, if David was alive. I might be still single right now. I still am right now. Shoot, he's bothering me in spirit form. What you talking about? You know? I just heard someone laugh, too. In the game right now, I just heard someone laugh. Did you hear it? I heard someone laugh when I said that. I got someone in the spirit world bothering me still. You want to talk about seriousness? I can't even, I swear some of the things that happen is because David's spirit is like, yeah, no, you're not, no, I'm stalking you. Like, you can't date anybody, you know? LOL. The fighter guy's right here, dude. The king or whatever, he's right here somewhere. Okay.
So, Hope, what's up with those elites?
We seem to be on the same side. Not sure if much else matters.
Uh-huh. And we're sure we want to throw in with them? Because they're very violence forward.
Hey, don't get a bellyache on me now, Jones.
Really? How would it
Jules is
get
working on
stuck
some
in there
tech
like
stuff
that?
might
How
help
would
us
you,
turn
why
the
would you
tide.
do that to me? Is it still gold? It's still gold, dude. Oh man, it's worth the wait, bro. What is that though? Is that another? Oh, it's a rifle. I don't think I want it. Oh shit! We're out of here, dude. We are freaking out of here. Well, that shook me. What was it? Need to go get those minis now, dude. What blew me up, though? was someone's bomb, but it's like, where'd they go? Gotta be careful with that cube rifle. Its first shot is explosive. Oh, really? You know that. Well, how about this? I'm glad you know that to tell it to me. What was that gold bus over there? Someone's gonna listen to this YouTube video and think like I'm talking about them, or they're gonna think like, you gotta leave every relationship you're in. That's not necessarily true. So, I thought you said it was, I was waiting. I thought it was supposed to explode. I shot it. I didn't remember what it even looked like just now when I shot it. Oh, I remember. I really missed the cow catcher. I shot it too close to me and hurt myself. Yeah, I could. Yeah. Oh, I better take one of this. Whoa, did you see those glitches? Look. Dang. What? That was crazy right there. I made myself dizzy. I had such a migraine last night when I got back. I had a migraine yesterday. When I gotta say, it was really hard to manage my priorities and, whoa, look at this tube. To manage my priorities, worry about my friend, which I had to do with Spirit Angel when she visits. I hate it. Having a man, like, it would be next time, just next time, what I've decided is, it's one thing if I said, hey, I would love to go to this concert with you, let's meet to go to the concert. But it's another thing when you have to try to make sure that person, because that person comes into town a day earlier. Next time I'm going to say, you can come out earlier, but I'm not going to have a lot of time. We could do lunch that day. I can do one thing. I can't do everything. I can do one thing. And that way managing seeing my dad, even though my dad was like, don't worry about seeing me right now, like I might lose my dad. Of course I'm worried about seeing him, you know what I mean? Like, come on. What are you talking about? Don't worry about seeing me. Anyway, managing all these things was too I didn't even eat from yesterday I tried to tell my other friend this too. Oh, I'm about to run out of gas. killed him, but I got some damage, like you said. It worked, though. Ooh, is that a missile launcher? Oh, no, they didn't. Get that here for me to take. So 125. Let's see how much this one has. 170. Yeah. Dang. So I had a migraine yesterday. I didn't eat all day. We had brunch. I split up because I was like, I did say, hey, forget it. You know, I can't. I said, I'll just see you. We went to brunch, and then I said, I'll just see you kind of like at. I asked him to pick me up that way when we got back, because it would be an hour, like an hour. It was an hour to get back because of traffic. It took, and then he didn't. Girl, I'm so glad I took pictures of like an area. This sounds so stupid, Mom, I'm gonna tell you right now. So I took pictures as we were walking back. As we parked at near, it's like Global Life, and I haven't been to a concert in like so long, 10 years or more. So we were walking to go, right? We parked, it takes 40 minutes to get there. We walked there to park. We parked somewhere else and then walked over there, right? Lots of people are there going to this concert. And I was like, let me take some pictures and try to remember an address. I'm so glad I did that because we're walking around lost looking for the car. And I was like, in my head, I'm counting down my time with the dogs, and I have already been gone like 5 hours, right? I think like 5 going on 6 hours. And I'm getting stressed in my head because this is where it's like, when we leave the concert, we cannot be like looking for your car. So he's like, let's go. It's that way. I said, no, I think it's that way. He goes, no, do you trust me? It was this and this and this. And I said, okay. And I said, he goes, this is too far. And I was like, yeah. So I was like, look at the picture here. And then I looked at and I was like, I remembered an address. So I Googled it and I was like, it was exactly the first thing I said, which way to go. And he goes, and I didn't want to get in an argument with my friend, and we didn't. It was not a big deal, but in my mind, I was like, that's why I kept telling him, can you pin it where you parked your car, right? And because I have responsibilities, he doesn't. No one understands it. No one will understand it. They'll never understand it. Because in his case, you know, leaving his child, he can leave his child with his wife and everything's fine. He doesn't have to worry about who's babysitting, who's taking care of who's doing what with what. Like, he doesn't have to worry about that, you know what I mean? But me, and that's why I was like giving my dad an example when I visited him today. I was like, no one understands, like, let's just say I had 6 kids. And you want to come hang out with Dee Dee, and I can't find a babysitter for 6 kids. Okay? So then if you want to hang out with me and you love me and I'm your good friend, then I shouldn't be going to a concert. But they're not kids, they're dogs. So I should be able to go to the concert, but the friends that I hang out with should have some kind of understanding. Okay, so for instance, it's like even some people I know that say they know how hard it is do not know how hard it is. And it's not hard, it's just you have to be present. When you have a senior dog, and Saki's not even like on hospice yet. And the day she goes on hospice, it's just like Faith again. It's just like 24-hour hospice care. But like with Miracle, I have to do eye drops. And when I miss an hour, when I miss 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours, her eye suffers. When I got home, it was like mucus over her entire eye pasted together. And so I know this sounds stupid, but it is. These kids don't grow up and go on and do their own thing. And even in some cases, you might know, if you're listening, not you, but anybody listening might be like, you might have grown kids staying at home. So you probably can say, yeah, it's true. I actually still take care of my grown kids, you know, and care for them, worry about them. They live at home. You know, you might be listening and you don't even understand, but they're grown now. These dogs don't ever grow up. That's the thing, is that dogs don't grow up. They stay a 4-year-old for life. and you take care of them until they hit hospice care, and then you take care of them even more. And so my friends, right, don't get that. They're just like, they're just dogs, but they're not. Because I have every age. And even if I didn't have every age, and I just had an 18-year-old, it just depends on how that 18-year-old is doing. So I can't expect my friends to understand. I have to just hold a bar to what is allowed and what's not allowed upon my schedule. So, you know, that's something I learned is like, I really enjoyed myself, and I shouldn't have to wait for a friend to take me to a concert. If I love the concerts, you know, so I looked up like 3 concerts right now. I was like, if you love these concerts, why don't you look them up yourself and like go? Ooh. Is this one-on-one, bro? This is one-on-one. And Miracle, you know, I blink, and today, you know, I bathe her every 2 to 3 days now to help her, and it really does. Getting all the dander from the other dogs that get it outside and the dander she gets just walking around outside. When I bathe her, man, it really does help. It makes a difference. So I bathed her this morning, and tonight, man, she got her cone head off some point today when I was gone. I was only gone for like 3 hours, and she got her cone head off, ripped a hole back in her paw from these allergens, scratched her face until it was raw and like bloody. Oh my gosh. But I'm holding Miracle, and I'm like looking at, oh. Holding Miracle. He's got an air fucking, what? I gotta go, dude. I can't be messing around with this crap. Oh gosh. Go. He's got an air flyer, dude. Where is he, man? This is stupid. This is stupid, dude. This is freaking stupid, dude. Get out of there, Dee Dee. What the freak, dude? Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there! Yeah, I had my gold gun on you! Not some bull crap. I shot, man. I shot him, dude. I'm so pissed, man. I had him. I don't know what the problem was, but I shot. I don't know if you can see that, but I did. I shot him. Hey, Pookie Puppy, what are you doing out here so late, man? We missed you on both lives. Anyways, forgot what I was talking about. Do you prefer starting a match by storm surfing or dropping from the battle bus? Storm surfing? Is that the ocean wave? Battle bus. No, I think what I was talking about was like people just not understanding what it takes and how stressful it can be. Especially, there is a bunch of stuff going on. It wasn't just like, I just have dogs and I'm working. No, I'm working, I have dogs, and I have a dad in that rehab. Taking care of the dogs is manageable, And going to do stuff is manageable, but it's when I'm trying to spend half a day doing something and trying to manage the dogs and still trying to care about my dad. You know, that's heavy. I'm really glad I got the time off. I learned so much. I learned so much. You know, I tell myself all the time, it's like, I'm not saying people need to be alone. I'm not saying you need to be alone, but I do believe that people need to get up some courage. If you're not happy where you're at, you shouldn't be there. And stop punking out and being lazy about, I don't know how to explain it, but if this hurts your feelings, I'm really sorry. I'm not talking about anybody particular, but just if this hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. This is God's honesty out of my mouth. It's like, if you're just making excuses for the inevitable of like you're just miserable and you're just drawing it out for 20 years, I think that's just the stupidest decision you can make for your life. Because once you decide, or once you have found out that life is super fragile and time is of the essence, and you may never figure it out, there's so many people that never figure it out. But if you're not happy where you're at and you expect to ever live a great life, one of the things that you should not be doing is living an unhappy life. So if you're not happy where you're at, you shouldn't be where you're at. You should make the changes, including if it makes you feel uncomfortable because you're so used to a certain thing. This is a family member, but I'm not going to go into it because I'm about to log off. So don't stay where you're unhappy. Don't complain about being unhappy if you're not willing to change it. I mean, yeah, I guess you can complain. I've used my friends to complain, but I hope my friends would tell me you need to change it then. You need to change your life. If you don't want this kind of toxicity, you should make some changes. And remind somebody who's living in it that there is something outside of toxicity. But if you're not in a toxic relationship, but you are just super miserable and you don't love who you're with anymore, you don't want to be there anymore, then I suggest and challenge you to make some changes so that you can be every day when you wake up, you're like, I'm so glad I'm doing this. I'm really happy, you know? And whoever this is a family member, and unfortunately, like, I'm about to sign off, so I don't want to, and it's a child as well, so I don't think I want to go into it. All right, I love you guys so much, and thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I'm so sorry you're asking me to join you as a game. I'm about to log off, and I got some responsibilities to handle, so hopefully you don't get mad. All right, love you guys. Have a great night. Talk